Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going, I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I've won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Into the Streamerverse. I am Lucid.
I'm King Russo.
And this right here, this side, is Mr. Majorpar. Major.
Hey, let's go. How we doing?
Great. I'm good. It's great to have you on, man. I just want to address a comment from Leon real quick.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, scraping the bottom of the barrel. Do you want us to ban him? Do you want him out here?
Yeah, time out. Yeah. 5 minutes. Time out.
Guys, this is we've figured out. Well, I've done the shout out thing now, so we can now. There you go. Go follow Majorpar. Go see what it's about. Today we're gonna. Brad, thank you for the follow. We're gonna interview Majorpar, and then we're gonna go a little bit onto streamer tips and what games you should play. Major can stay for that part if he wants to. If not, he can do his thing, and then me and Russo will talk about that bit. But yeah, I think we should get started.
Not a problem.
Okay, Major.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you on, man. Why did you start streaming? And are those the same reasons you stream to this day?
They're not the same reasons why I stream today, to be honest. I started streaming probably around about 4-5 years ago. Yeah, about 4 or 5 years ago. But my original platform wasn't on Twitch. It was actually YouTube, is what I used to stream on. Doing music streams, actually, is what I used to do. Doing music content and production and things like that. Obviously, I'm a musician. I was actually part of a band as well at the time.
I remember hearing about that.
So used to do a lot of music streams, and we actually had a not a bad thing going on YouTube. And then as the years sort of went on, obviously I had a love for games as well, and YouTube got very weird and very toxic once it started to get more and more popular, and especially towards I don't know, it's not just towards musicians, but towards everyone streaming. There seemed to be like an anti-streamer thing.
Yeah,
you see it every now and again where people are like, "Oh, you're just playing, you just want people's money and blah blah blah." It's like, no, man, I'm just here to play and just to entertain. If you enjoy it, great. If you don't, then clear off. But it got worse and worse within YouTube. So then I bounced on. That's when I transitioned into Twitch with the mix of Mixer as well. Until I became an affiliate on Twitch where you can't stream on multiple platforms. Otherwise, they can basically rescind your stream. So obviously, then I just dedicated on the one streaming platform, and then obviously I transitioned sort of slowly from music to games. Is how I went. And here we are today, where there's almost zero music content, and it's all gaming content.
Yeah, the majority is gaming. I think you've spoke about this before. I'm not sure if you have, but are you going back into music, or at least doing a music?
I am looking
this.
into
This
it.
this question is not on the thing. I'm curious.
Yeah, no, it's something that keeps coming up, and it's one of those. It's probably one of the hardest thing for streamers is to know what to stream, and even for me, who's been doing it for numerous years, I still have that puzzle where what do I stream, and do I do it for myself, or do it for my community, or do I do it for try to get the views and the follows and things like that? And it always plays on your mind. All those options are available, and it's like I don't know where I'm at, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, for most of the people who know me from my channel would know that at the minute I'm a very avid Valorant streamer. I've been streaming Valorant quite a lot over the last couple of months, and we've really got into it, and we've found new people and things. But it's a very slow growth game to build a community around, because the game is so popular. So to be found is a lot harder. But however, when I first started streaming, I was a PUBG streamer. And within the first be about a year and a half of streaming PUBG consistently, I mean, my average would be around about 45 to 60 until I fell out of love with PUBG, in a sense. And when you're playing for a game for the sake of views and things, but you're not enjoying it, it became, what's the point, to be honest?
Yeah. What's the point in doing it if you're not enjoying it? Before we move on to the next question, I just want to thank Martin for the raid, and thank everyone for the follows. While you were talking, it were all going through my ears, and I was like, so I thought I just need to thank him for that. Gaffy Beast, thank you for the follow.
Appreciate all the raiders and lurkers. I had a question there. Major, what instruments and whatnot do you play? Like, what do you?
My main instrument is piano. Keyboard is my main instrument.
All right. So, what was your first console and game, and what's your favorite as of right now, console and game wise, or PC?
My first console would be it's probably the Super Nintendo. Might be a Super Nintendo, I think it would be, and that would have been Mario. It would have been in the early 90s, sort of area. Yeah, that would be my first. And as for now, I don't play console at all.
Strictly PC. Yeah.
Oh, on the PC. PC. Well, probably my main sort of game at the minute is Valorant. Valorant or Rocket League is my main sort of go-to games, and then there's a load of mix in between.
We need to get you on some horror game. You know what? I need to get both of you onto some horror games, because Russo won't play and Major won't play.
You can go eat a dick.
Play some horror games. I'll eat what you want.
I play a horror game every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, buddy. Tarkov is enough fucking horror for me, okay?
Nah, that don't count.
Bullshit.
I love Chick's comment there. Major is old as fuck. What the hell? Chick.
We'll ban her too, Major. Don't worry. We'll ban her too.
Wait, Major, how old are you again?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking.
Uh-huh.
I'm hitting with that.
I'm 30,
Go ahead.
34.
That fucking Cat Williams. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How? Oh yeah. Well, you already answered this earlier, but from like day one up until now, how long have you been streaming?
How long?
Yeah,
be about 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years. I don't know why, but I thought it was a little bit longer.
No, probably I started doing music when my started doing music streams roughly when my oldest daughter was about 1, and she's now 7. So yeah, be
Oh,
about
okay.
maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe. But it won't be. I had to guess about 5 years.
Been around the block a little bit then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple times.
Yeah, a couple of
So
times.
why did you choose Twitch when you moved from YouTube? I mean, why? I don't know. Like, was Facebook gaming not a thing at the time, or did you just have your heart set on Twitch, or
Oh,
what?
no,
What was the deal there?
Yeah, no, it was the next thing to go to. It was, to be honest, it's visibly pleasing platform to go to. It's not the best to be found upon. Even now, they're trying to sort stuff out because there's so many people jumping on it. But it's the most visible platform. Even 3 or 4 years ago, it's still easier than YouTube will ever be. I don't know how YouTube still keeps going at times. But it's just visibly pleasing. It's easier to find people that if you want to find, where you can just quickly search, or recommendations and things like that.
There's a lot more
Mixer
features on Twitch as well.
Yeah, there is. I mean, Mixer was pretty good as well. Microsoft kind of had a good thing going. Mixer was kind of on a right track to promote starting streamers rather than keep promoting the top streamers. But obviously, Mixer went where it went. So, and
Yeah.
it's
On
no
the
longer.
fucking drain.
I didn't experience any of Mixer at all.
Yeah, Mixer was okay. I mean, I streamed on Mixer in combination of Twitch until I reached affiliate, and then it was okay. I couldn't tell you. I can't remember the growth from that, but wasn't a bad platform. I don't remember any negative side to it. It just fizzled out very slowly. I mean, I know when Ninja went onto Mixer and things like that, it's it got a big bump into that platform and things, and then everyone started to go, well, let's go into Mixer, and
Yeah.
then I think it was like a year later, it just failed.
Wow.
Did Ninja and Shroud go over there? I think Shroud went over there too, didn't he?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I think
sure it was
there was a
Shroud.
couple of big streamers that went over there.
Yeah.
Them dudes got paid like a motherfucker when they played. They got paid to go over, and then they still got paid when it crashed to come back over to fucking Twitch. Like, how lucky should you fucking get there, man? Fuck.
Major, what has been your most successful game that you have streamed in your opinion? Whether that be views, whether that be for you, like the game you've enjoyed the most.
The most successful game that bumped me up quite a lot would be at the early stages about 4 years ago. I actually see one of the original Team Sweet Jackets in chat. Rock is also in chat.
Oh, right.
Would be PUBG, where we actually had quite a big following because we hit the platform, kind of hit the platform at the right time, and PUBG really bumped up the views and the audience for that. Would probably be the biggest time, but then obviously we're talking like 4 years ago at least for that.
So, what game? Oh, hold on. Where am I? What games can we expect in the future from Major, and what games are you most excited for to play? Like, is there any new stuff you're going to work on playing here soon, or anything?
Well, it all depends what comes out really. But I do like the look of Hogwarts. It's looking really, really good.
You know what? I kind of like the look of it too, but that's just because of the nostalgia. I played the one on was it PS1? I think it was PS1.
Yeah, it would have been like something like the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 it might have been actually for Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, I just remember it being really good, so I might have to dabble into that one as well. Yeah,
it just looks really good, and the developers behind it are really, really concentrating on community aspects of the game to do things. It's not just a solo run. Yeah, you can actually do things with like communities, have competitions and stuff inside of it. But that's one particular game that I have like on my wish list. But other than that, to be honest, there's games that come out all the time, and I have a look at them, I dabble at them, and it's, I don't know, you end up going back to the same few that that you always go to, and it's really strange. You keep saying I really need a change game, but you're just comfortable. You just get comfortable in the game. Like, do you know what? I just like this. So
Russo, what are you gonna dabble into some wizards and witches and all that stuff?
I don't know, man. When like the Harry Potter movies growing up and shit like that were coming out, me and my sister, that was like a tradition of ours when they would release the new ones, is to go watch them together in fucking theaters and shit like that. I didn't even know they were making something like that, though. To be honest with you, I might have to check that out for sure.
It looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, it's kind of like an
might have to
MMO.
check into it.
Yeah, they're trying to do like an MMO, but with so much more to it than your typical MMO, where you can actually partner up, team up, do competitions, like the what's it called? The flying on the broomstick.
Oh,
the
Quidditch.
Quidditch and things,
Yeah,
Quidditch competitions and things. That'd be really good. You've got teams of 5v5 and things like that. That'd be really good.
Even though, like, a lot of people see Harry Potter as weird and nerdy, which, I mean, look at us right now. Everything we do is pretty much weird and nerdy.
Yeah,
but I think I'm gonna have to give it a try. Oh, is it my question?
I think so.
Okay. How do you balance your streaming schedule and everyday life, family, etc.?
I forget everything else and just go to stream.
I think I was in one of your streams once, and I think you said they were all locked in the basement, and every hour or so you just throw down some snacks.
Stream's more important. No,
like when Major's like, I'm going to make a cup of tea, he's actually throwing some scraps.
Yeah, to be honest, I do. I love streaming for two reasons. I love playing games, and I love just seeing when I bounce on, and then people are just randomly coming to chat, either chatting it out or like, can we play games? And it's just real. It's like virtual friends in a sense. It's a little bit it's a little bit easier for me at the moment, because obviously I've got two young kids, so I'm at home anyways. So normally have tea, they're in bed, and I'm like, well, I can't go out, so let's play games. So it's kind of, it's not so bad on that point of view. But I do stream sometimes, quite lengthy times, and then that's where I don't know, I lose the balance at sometimes. But it's just a little bit of give and take, and it seems to work for us. Everyone's different. Everyone's different between how your kids behave, how your family life is, how your work life is. So it's just a balance.
Exactly. If your kids were little shits, then you don't be able to stream
so
for an hour.
Yeah, I mean, anyone with kids would understand if you've got a child who's ill and they need you. Well, sorry, stream, but my children come first. Mm-hmm. But if they're nicely tucked up in bed and they're asleep, then, and I'm not doing anything else, then I'll jump on and play games.
Yeah,
for sure. What does your family and friends think about streaming and content creation as a whole? Like, what do they have any opinions on what you do? Or
apart from my wife and my brother, nobody really knows, to be honest, that I do what I do.
Oh, it's a big secret.
Yeah, well, I kind of like it like that. I kind of like to have like the streaming as my own. Where I live is a very small place in the first place. It's only like a very small handful of friends that really know what I do. That like live around where I live. But apart from that, it's I don't really promote it to like friends or family or anything like that. I just keep it sort of on the virtual context.
Is that like you said, is that because you prefer to keep it private and yours, or do you think they would not understand, so there's no point branching out to them anyway?
No, I think they would. I think some of them would totally understand. It's just I've got other. I don't know. I just quite like it where it's just like random people rather than like the same people.
It's your own. I understand that. I feel the same way with that. Like I haven't. Some of my family members know about my streaming and TikTok and stuff like that, that they don't care. They were just like, oh, that's nice. But the rest of them, I think I just want it for myself, so I just keep it away from them.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I've always thought, if I promoted it like on my personal pages and things like that, would it help or things? And half time I think, do you know what? I think they'll initially jump in and check it out, but it won't do any favors in the long run because most of those people don't play games in the first place. So, and they're not going to sit there and watch me play games if they're not in it in themselves. So I don't see any benefit as such. Where having it under Majorpar and creating a Majorpar brand, those who I'm appealing to get it. They're gamers or they're content creators themselves, so they buy into that rather than like my personal pages, which they'll be like, well, that's fine, but what is it? And it's like, well, if you don't get it, I'm not going to sit there for hours and explain in a sense.
Yeah. Is it my question? We're kind of
Yeah, it's yours.
okay. Why did you choose the name Majorpar? I think I've asked you this before, but
so my surname's Parker. So back in the mid '90s, before probably most of the chat was even born, it's you could only have so many characters in your name when playing games. So back in probably I'll say original Command and Conquer would have been 95, Windows 90, like 95, 96 or something like that. And I think that's when you, as a kid, you put in, I want to, you're commanding an army, so I want to become Major Parker, but you couldn't get Parker, so it stopped at Par.
So and then, like, you know what, Majorpar's fine.
And then from that moment, it's stuck, and every single thing that I do is now Majorpar.
Well, I think it's worked well. I really like the name, so.
Yeah. Who's your... go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I've always toyed with the idea, what would we change it if it wasn't that? But to be honest, the hassle of changing that name from all platforms, it's just not worth doing. But I wouldn't know what else to change it to.
Yeah, I think once you've had the name for so long, you just
can't change it.
If you changed it, you just can't change it at this point.
Yeah.
It's stuck at that point. Who's your favorite partner streamer, Major?
Favorite partnered streamer? I don't know. Trying to think. I'm actually looking at my follow list right now.
That was a tough one for me.
Yeah, do you know what? There's a guy who streams. It's called Umazy. He streams Destiny 2, and he's a rapper. He freestyle raps in his stream at the same time, and he has really nice sounding effects within his stream, and I do like him. I don't watch him like all the time, but I do like some of the stuff that he comes up with, and especially his sounds that he produces for his stream are. I mean, some people say my sounds are good sometimes. I mean, this guy, his production level is off the charts. It's like Ministry of Sound stuff. The way he can get that bass effect through the stream is just unreal, and that's what I like about him.
I've never heard of him. I was expecting. Is he a giant streamer, or is he like one of the mid tier?
No, I would say he averages anywhere around about. Even though he's partnered, he averages around about 50, and he goes no more than sort of, well, at times a couple of hundred. But I would say he's normally around about the 50 to 100 level.
Yeah, I think now I prefer watching streamers with smaller live view counts anyway. I mean, that's not small by any means. A couple of 100 people, that's a lot of people, but compared to some of these that are 10, 20, 30,000, yeah.
Where you can't even say hi because by the time you said hi, it's gone up to chat like 10 times over.
Yeah, it just disappears. But I think majority of the people watch those streamers simply for the gameplay anyway. So it's not that interaction that people are looking for. All right, Major, what motivates you to press the go live button?
What motivates me? Just enjoyment. Just the enjoyment of jumping on, go play some games, see who's about. Let's go have some fun for the night. I think it's the main thing for me. I mean, I've got a real good solid core of followers now, which obviously massively helps. Because when you're a new streamer, you don't really care so much about it. When you get to that middle sort of ground where you're used to seeing the same sort of few people, which is quite nice. But to keep building and having that same core and keeping that core is really difficult. But it's really nice to see, having that same core. I mean, already in I see like Rock's in it and Leon's in it and Foster's in your chat and things like that. Having that real good tight core group and just like, hi guys, what are we doing tonight is always nice. And just like chill out. What we're gonna do? Let's have some fun. And that's always a nice thing.
Yeah,
For sure. That hangout and bullshit aspect with your friend kind of thing.
Yeah. To be honest with you, exactly it.
I guess that kind of follows up on this question. What's the best thing about streaming to you? Like what
Content
makes streaming good?
I love creating content. So obviously, for most people will know, I do a lot of effects within my streams, and that's the part that's you don't see on stream, but you don't see me creating it on stream. But that's the part I love to bring to the show, in a sense, to create that wow factor where people go, bloody hell. It's like, you put your heart and soul into something, and it's like nice to see that reaction and get that appreciation from it.
yeah.
So Lucy was telling me you got like a beer commercial in your fucking stream. For
I was shocked when I saw that. I was like,
Yeah,
Russo, you need to go in and see that. Major was just like, I'm going to get a cup of tea, be right back. Press the button, and I was like, it's fucking advertisement for a beer.
Yeah,
Literally like
beer.
a full advertisement. I was like, that's extra. Like when I say I've got to go get a drink, I stream my chair. you've got a full ad.
Fucking entertain yourselves.
Yeah.
Right, chat, come follow me. You don't want to see a chair.
Yeah, exactly. But well, that's it. I think you've got to add that wow factor. You've got to add something to the stream that make people say wow and want to return and
it
and
varies.
stuff like that. So
I get asked all the time, and I do create a lot of content for a lot of people as well on the side, for doing bits and pieces. But the two key things I always say to people is like, do you need it? Is your channel off that kind of culture and nature? Do you need to have all that stuff around you, or are people quite happy just to see who you are and just go with it as like a raw video camera? And secondly, can your computer even handle it? Because I've done stuff for people, and unfortunately, I still have to charge them for my time, and then they go, it's not running. And it's like, well, what
PC
processor what PC? And then I go, yeah, that won't run at all. It's like you're running a 60 frames video. You need it to be 25 frames, and you need it to be this quality and this length and things.
Yeah.
So it all varies, but for me, obviously, I can do that, and it's the biggest part I really love to do is create something special. And it's like we did a New Year's launch where I changed my background and things, and I created some content around how we changed that. Even bring my oldest daughter involved in that, and it was it's just really good fun to play around and have like that virtual content as well.
Was that the Major Leagues thing?
Yeah, it was.
I remember
Major
right.
Leagues,
Yeah.
yeah.
We are now in We are now in the major leagues. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
that's it.
Do you think streaming has benefited your life in any way?
That's definitely an even number.
No, it gives me a headache. Absolute headache. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, it does. It gives me, but to be honest, it's like it's almost like a hobby, isn't it? At the end of the day, you are. I think playing games is a nice thing. It's a benefit. It's a relaxation. Playing games, chilling out with your, like Russo said before, playing out with your buddies. Let's hang out, chill out, which is fine. I think the headache part is where to go next all the time. How are you growing? What's the next step? It's always trying to keep on top of things. I know for, like I just mentioned before, like content creation is you have to, while it's nice to have all those virtual and visible effects,
Yeah.
you have to be on top of it all the time and get ready like 3 or 4 months down the line to change it again, to keep it fresh. Otherwise it just looks, oh, we've seen this a million times over.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it yourself, it becomes expensive or very time consuming. So I benefit from both ways in a sense. I love creating content while chilling out with the family and things like that. But also on stream, I love just playing games and just
the interactions
interaction.
yeah.
What's
Sorry, I
go
think I
ahead.
missed a question, right, Russo?
Yeah.
Is that what I did? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna pick up from that one I missed?
I'll just carry on. Can I carry on, or you want to pick back up from that one?
Pick back up from that one if you want.
Okay, all right. What's most memorable moment? Well, fuck, that was a tongue twister. In your streaming career so far, Major.
Most memorable moment. That's kind of a tough one.
I mean, 5 years is probably a lot.
To be honest, I remember. To be honest, there's a handful of key moments. I remember on PUBG about 3 or 4 years ago, and I can't remember the streamer name, but getting raided with over 1,000 viewers, and that massively took my streaming off to another level because those viewers actually stayed with me for a good sort of 6-7 months, where
That's awesome.
my average was like sort of 4 or 5 times from that one raid. So that massively took me up. And then obviously it's plateaued because I don't play PUBG, but the world's changed. Also, I took just over a year break from streaming as well, which really impacted me from like fellowship and things like that. Other key moments will be meeting the core community that we already have. Me, for example, I don't know, Leon might be able to know, but like even meeting like people like Leon and things, we've been known each other for over a year, and every single week we from that moment we talk, we're there, and we've just met because we've just played some games, and things like that. Other key moments. One thing we do every Christmas, we do the big game giveaway now for the past 3 years. I think we've done it. That's always a good month of support and just fun and things like that. Another big raid that when we were playing PUBG, we got raided by Viva La Dirt League as well.
Shit, that's pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, so when I've forgotten his name. Rowan. It was Rowan from Viva La Dirt League. Myself and Rock, actually, we're just randomly playing on a Sunday morning, like just chill. Next minute, it just went bang. And again, they stayed within my channel for many weeks and months after. So it's just those like, do you know, it's those big moments where you just, yeah, no worries, just those big moments. And someone didn't. And Rock's just
wait, time out. You didn't know?
I didn't
recognize Viva La Dirt League?
I didn't recognize.
Being a PUBG player, you didn't recognize Viva La Dirt League? Get the fuck out of here, man. How does Viva La Dirt League, one of the biggest PUBG scenario fucking content creation teams, raid you and you're like,
Major
Who's
just
that?
looks at his chat. All right.
Yeah.
I was literally like, I was like,
I
literally,
appreciate that. Like,
hyping up the raid, and the next minute they were like, "Oh, from Viva La Dirt League," and I was like, "What?
Who?
Who?" until I googled it, and I was like, "Oh, I know who you are," because I've seen the videos, but I didn't recognize the name.
those guys are fucking hilarious,
Yeah,
man.
But it was funny because they were all whipping it into me because I was like, "Oh, I didn't know who these guys were."
Jesus. Way to drop the ball on that one, Major.
I know. But no, they stayed with us. And to be honest, we ended up watching Roman's videos for most of the day after that.
Them guys are fuck. When PUBG was at its height in gaming, like it was up there. You know what I mean? It was the fucking battle royale to be playing. Boy, them guys were cranking fucking videos out left and right, and they were fucking hilarious. Like I think because they hit the nail of the right on the head with the shit they were talking about in the videos. You know what I mean? Everything added up to what you've experienced in PUBG, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So lots of key moments. To be honest, there's not one particular moment. There's just like loads of like those milestones or those sort of nice moments. And it's just great. Like even building those relationships. I mean, I met Lucid actually found him through TikTok, and then I think I was on his very first stream, and then since then, I mean, look, we're still here.
That's it. 10, 11 months down the line.
Exactly.
Can't get rid of me.
It's just it's just one of those really great experiences and those relationships and things like that. Just developed from something off a virtual platform.
Sorry about that. Is it my question next or?
I think so.
What's a typical day for Majorpar? Martin mentioned this, I think, quite recently. So thank you, Martin, for the question.
A typical day. Okay, so wake up, get at least one child ready for school, take that child to school, go to work from 10 till 5:30, come home, have tea, kids in bed, jump on stream, go to bed. That's a roughly typical day.
Yeah.
If I'm not streaming, then it'll be exactly that, and then say hi to the missus.
Say hi to them and then game.
Yeah, the game. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just walk by and wave at her. What's up?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Do you have any what's your short term and long term goals for streaming and content creation?
Short term, I mean, I've got a few things coming up in the pipeline actually to have more interaction within chat and within the community coming up. To be honest, it's quite exciting actually. Some of the stuff that's I've got planned in the short term for the next couple of months. So stay tuned for that one.
Oh, okay.
Chat.
Okay. You know what?
It's gonna be quite good. And long term will be to try and sort of dedicate with and try and stick to. It's one thing I've been really bad at for the past sort of 6 months or so, floating between many games and try and sort of stick between no more some sort of like 2 or 3 games and try and have a consistent stream schedule within those 3 games.
Yeah.
But it's just really hard to pick out the games when my community is quite mixed. If I stream Valorant, for example, while people are watching, it's very much a spectator sport, not a chatting sport, because people will jump in and it's purely people just want to know how you play and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Where if I play Rocket League, for example, it's very much an engaging, chatting, a more youthful stream as well. So a lot of more kids and younger adults come on, where Valorant seems to be more older teenagers to adults come on. So the dynamic changes. So it's trying to bring that along with me as well. So that's my aim, anyways, is to try and dedicate within a few games and try to bring that community along with me.
Yeah. We're getting to the last couple of questions.
Yeah, that's right.
For the interview part. You might remember this question. It's probably gonna make the chat angry, depending on your answer.
Ah.
But what's your favourite pizza toppings? Also, to add on that, do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
I don't mind pineapple as long as it's fresh, not a frozen thing. But no, it's not my go-to. If anything, it'd be like something like a meat feast with a barbecue based,
Oh, okay.
or a barbecue chicken with a barbecue base.
Barbecue
would be
base,
my
yeah.
go-to.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
You know what? Yeah. And you don't mind pineapple. See that, Russo? Another
Don't-
one.
Yeah, don't mind it, but I wouldn't purposely do it. If somebody else got a pizza and I had it on and I had nothing else to eat, then it's going in my mouth. But I wouldn't order it.
Someone clip that out of context. And it's going in my mouth.
Pineapple does not belong on fucking pizza, man.
You know what?
No.
I'm going to get a whiteboard so I can tally, and I'm going to hang it behind me. And every guess, I'm going to...
No fucking. You're gonna give me a fucking answer.
We're normal.
Okay. In a few words, describe your experience with us today, Major.
A few words. Stressful because I was off the camera before stream.
Check.
But no, it's been fun. It's been fun and engaging and interactive.
Awesome. And I hope another shout out for Major. Everyone that's in chat, if you're not already following Majorpar, go give him a follow. Check him out. Did I spell the name right? I did spell the name right.
Yeah.
And yeah, his link's right there. So at this part, we like to involve the chat and do a little like Q&A. So they'll type questions in the chat, and then either me or Russo will ask you, and then yeah, you can choose whether to answer or not. If they go too personal, you're more than welcome to tell them to shut the fuck up.
I see Martin's first question. What's your favorite Mackey's order? Oh, absolute easy, this one, Martin. So it'll be a Big Mac with fries. I'll normally go for a Coke, but a coffee if it's depending on what time it is, and chicken selects with chili dip.
Yep, chicken selects, chili dip. Yes.
Yeah, and I would have that all, by the way. That's not two separate meals. I'll eat that all at the same time.
Sounds good.
Y'all drink coffee with your burgers?
Yeah, occasionally have a coffee. I'm always drinking.
You know
coffee.
what? I know what's wrong with Russo. He's still upset about that guy from London jumping in his chat at 5 a.m.
No. Ain't nobody upset about that. I just don't understand how I mean, I get it, but how the fuck are you drunk at 5 a.m.? Like, that man said, I'm drunk, and your fucking stream was up, so I can't. How are you drunk at 5, dude?
British,
like, that's pass out time. Like,
British,
let's go to bed.
British people do it right.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot.
That just fucked my whole weekend up. My whole weekend would be fucked if I was drunk still at 5 a.m.
I used to fuck every single one of my weekends up. That was going home time, and then possibly having a couple more drinks before bed.
I was Lucid's cousin that jumped in there.
Maybe it's a small island.
Fuck that, man.
Have we got any more questions for Majorpar? Just a Mackey's question.
Just a Mackey's question.
I think all the people in chat already know you anyway, Major. So it's
most of them do. Major, will you sing for me?
Right, Major, go.
Not at this moment in time, Chick. My voice. I need a coffee first, Chick.
Well, I tell you what, we've got this part of the podcast. What we're trying to do is add a topic after the interviews after each podcast. You're more than welcome to stay and talk about it with us. If not, that's absolutely fine. And if people want to ask you questions while we talk about it, then
yeah, sure,
you can go ahead and do that. Okay. Today's topic is streamer tips for new streamers or people thinking about streaming. And what games would you recommend people play to start off with? So, in my opinion,
I think we should let Major start because he's a guest. I'm just putting that
True.
out there.
Okay, Major. Any tips? Any tips for
Throwing
new
that out there.
streamers?
Oh, any tips? I mean, this is the big controversial thing on most social platforms where people give out the streamer tips, and you see these videos: streamer tips number 2, streamer tips number 3. Everyone is different, and everyone
Yeah.
has a separate personality. Everyone plays differently. Everyone will react differently. There's people. I would say I'm quite a chilled streamer. Um, when things kick off of whatever, I don't go around smashing my room to pieces. Where other streamers will, and some people will engage with me, going, "This guy's pretty chill," and other people don't like that. People want to see a room getting smashed in.
Yeah.
So it's on two different things. But I would always say, I mean, starting out is basically to choose is to choose your game, is what to choose with, and play what you enjoy first. If you don't enjoy, this is what I was saying before about PUBG, where we're starting to, because we played it like for so long, like a year and a half, 2 years consecutively. You start going, do you know what? I need to play something else because I'm just playing this for the sake of playing it. And it comes through on stream as well, where people are like, "Oh, this guy just looks like he's dying here."
Yeah.
Not just visually, but on the inside as well. So play something that you really enjoy, that you can have fun with as well. Hence, I really, my personal game that two games that I really have fun with: Rocket League and COD. Mainly it's like sort of Cold War or Vanguard and things, because I can just chill out with the games. I'm not a great Rocket League compared to others. COD, I'm not so bad on those type of games, but I can just have fun with it. Whether I win or lose, I do not care. I can just play the game. Where other games, you're either fully concentrated. But yeah.
Yeah. I think I agree on that. I think you've got to be enjoying the games, especially starting out. You've got to, even if certain games pull in more viewers, I think you've got to be enjoying the games. That being said, I've seen this one guy. It's not the same for everyone, but this one guy, how he does it is he. I'm not gonna name drop, but he looks for games that has 20,000 or less total viewers on Twitch. So it'll look at some games that he wants to play. He'll start with that. He'll look at all the games he wants to play. Then he will play the one that's 20,000 viewers or less. And that's how he does it to try and get the people in. He's doing okay as well. I think he averages around 80, 90 people. So that works for him. But like you said, everyone's different. So just because that works for him, it's not to say that it's going to work, for everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like given where we're at social media wise, like you hear a lot of people say like don't play oversaturated games, don't if like COD, take COD for example. COD's very oversaturated, especially on Twitch and whatnot. But I feel like where we're at social media wise, with like fucking TikTok and Hover and stuff like that, I feel like it's okay to play those games because at some point your shit's gonna get out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like your content's gonna get there as long as you're posting and whatnot. As long as you're not just sitting there on Twitch streaming every day and not doing anything else, you're gonna get out there. So I feel like a lot of the tips that you see on YouTube are very outdated on how to grow on Twitch anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about the oversaturated games is one thing I find when you do play oversaturated games like the big titles. If you're coming into a big title game, you're then one of the small fish within that big title game. And what you generally find is big streamers prefer to raid smaller streamers. And also, a lot of people want to watch the game but have some type of interaction. And they know that clicking on the big gamers, they can't even say hello without being dismissed.
Yeah.
So it can be found quite nicely within some of the big titles. The only downside is the growth is much slower. You'll only grab like sort of between 1 and 5 people because you're in that big category. But those 1 in 5 people will generally come in, and you'll have better interaction with them because they feel appreciated that you're playing this game, a bigger title, and they've got that interaction. Where if you play something with a smaller list, they can just bounce around to
Yeah.
different streamers all at the same level.
I think streaming those oversaturated games, just like the top streamers as well, I think it can work as long as you're like putting out the content and stuff like that. If you're putting out content elsewhere, or even just posting on social media, you know, making connections that way, or even in other people's chats that are playing the same games, that can help. That can help with growth.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Lucid, mod me up right quick.
Mod you up?
Yeah, give me mod.
I think. You might have
Also, I think it was Big Boy's comment, and Big Boy, I can't really grow a beard, so no competition. This is as much
mine's
as
a
it
good
gets.
beard. This joke is a week old now. Actually, it's older than that, but it's a week old, and it's the same people that can't grow a beard that are talking about it. And there was a couple of little messages in chat, so that's why they're on emote only mode at the moment.
Yeah, I was about to start. I was about to start swinging, but take it off emote only. This is the only warning I'm giving. Chat, chill the fuck out, or I'm gonna start swinging. I don't give a shit. Like I'm not the fucking one.
He doesn't.
Chill out, or I'll fucking swing on everybody. I don't care. Like I don't give a damn.
Any other tips? Can you think of anything? Like specifically for brand new streamers, I know we touched upon like games to play and stuff like that. What about equipment?
Yeah, equipment. I mean, equipment's a hard one because it's, especially if you're going down the PC route. On a console, it is what it is. You buy the console will work. You can get any type of webcam, and you're up and running from day one. The issue will be like overlays and things like that. You'll struggle with, and you know, managing all that sort of side of things. PC wise, it depends what you want to do. If you are looking to play games as well as stream, and it's something that you love to do in anyways, I'd always say buy the best you can afford at the time, because then it'll do pretty much everything that you kind of want it to do. It's because within PCs you can spend tens of thousands of pounds if you really wanted to. If you want to do your streaming setup really nice, you get your game PC, your streaming PC. You have 3 or 4 monitors. You get your lighting, your microphone, your stream decks. So you could spend to your heart's desire, but that's full on commitment to get that far. Normally, I'd say start with your gaming PC, run your stream, see how you feel about it, bringing the content. I see it so many times where people think it's going to be easy, and then they keep saying 6 months down the line, I'm still streaming to 1 or 2 viewers, and then they quit. And it's like, well, what else are you doing? It's like, well, nothing. I just want to stream. It's like, well, that nowadays doesn't cut it.
You've got to be doing so many different things.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
including streaming. I think because I know there's quite a lot of people that stream console that are in chat. Why don't we talk about what we started with? Because I know Russo started with a laptop, wasn't it, Russo? And
yeah, when I first started, I was on a laptop and my PC, my gaming PC, and then the laptop started making a bunch of funny fucking noises. So, so I went out and bought another PC for a 2 PC setup, and then Go XLR and fucking Stream Deck and all the work. But I mean, you don't need that shit. Like we talked about last time, it's really not a need.
Yeah,
it helps, but you don't need it.
Yeah, I my first PC, which is now my streaming PC, I think it was around £500, which is like $700 for you, Russo, something like that. And well, like I said, it's the streaming PC. I've still got it to this day. But I did originally start out on console, and you can build somewhat of an audience that way. There's perfect examples all over Twitch that people that just stream from console and they do all right, but that's because of the stuff they're doing outside of Twitch. You've got to be on social media. You've got to be posting clips. You've got to be interacting with people in their chat, and not just to self-promote, make friends and get to know them. If you do that, they will try and get to know you. That means don't be like self-promoting. Hey, nice to meet you. I stream. I've had that before.
Yeah. I've had all sorts. It's like, oh, how's your day been? And then the response is, day's going really good. Good, thanks. Just about to stream.
Yeah, it's like,
I didn't ask that question.
Brilliant.
Lucid has the most patience for it too, man. Lucid
because
is fucking like people will come in and say shit. Lucid's like, hey man, don't do that.
I'm lenient.
Me fucking ban. Fuck that.
I think what it is, because I was in their position. I wasn't around in chats going, oh, I'm about to stream, but there was a point when I didn't know that wasn't okay. So if it's a first time chatter and they do say it, I do tend to like click on their name, and if their account's fairly new, then I'm like, okay, I'm lenient. I will tell you this once, like, don't be self-promoting, especially if you're brand new. But if it says their account was made 7 years ago and they've got 3,000 followers, and I'm like, bro, why are you doing that?
I've just seen a couple of questions. So, Martin, I'm actually from an island next door to the UK called the Isle of Man, is where I'm based for that one.
You've got to zoom in on Google Maps to see him. I tried it.
Got to zoom.
I like Javier's there. For all you guys, what do you guys consider a good schedule for streamers just starting? Like how many days a week or how long to stream for? I feel like that it varies depending on the streamer. Like if you don't have kids and a wife, or a job that requires you to be there all the time, I mean, fuck, stream as much as you want or as much as you can or whatever's mentally capable for you. But that varies too for people that have kids and wives and shit like that. That's just my thought on that one, honestly.
No, I think you're spot on. Stream as much as you can initially. The more you stream, the more you'll be noticed. But if you know that you can only commit for an hour or two a week, that's fine. You might get some type of interaction. You'll be a new streamer. People quite like new streamers. They like to see you hit at least affiliate or get 50 followers and things. But you won't grow in a sense. You won't grow a community. You won't grow on the platform. The algorithm won't allow you to grow because you're not basically buying into the platform. So it'll be a very long and tough ride. But if you can do what you can, choose the days that suit you, and I think your schedule's always good. If you can stick to a schedule of some sort and just pump that out there, say I can only do 2 hours on a Monday, 2 hours on a Friday, and see where it goes. But like Bruce said, it's down to your personal life.
Yeah, and like I sound like a broken record, but you can't just be streaming. I think what I would have done differently, I wouldn't have streamed when I first ever started. Like I started on the 1st of January. I probably wouldn't have streamed for the first 3 months because I was very new to Twitch, and all that kind of stuff. I think I would have just played games, made clips, and made friends on Twitch first. Whereas what I did, I just started streaming, and I feel like I wasted 3 months because there was 1 month where my average viewer said 0.5, so I had half a person apparently watching me that month. So
it was a bot.
Yeah, I had half a person watching. So yeah, like you guys said, it depends on your own schedule and stuff like that, how much time you can put into it, but you can't just be streaming, especially when you first start. After a little while, when you have got an audience, you can concentrate on the streaming a little bit more, but you've got to be on other platforms as well, promoting your stuff.
Yeah.
I seen Martin keeps asking this one. Best BR out right now. I'm gonna let Par go first on this one.
Oh, to be honest, I don't play them as much as I used to, but I'd say still the top ones for me to as like a go to would be I mean PUBG is always a great one. Apex is still going strong. I haven't played Apex in months, but Apex used to be a main game of mine for at least a couple of years until that changed. I wouldn't know what else, to be honest. I know when Battlefield, it'll be Battlefield 5, started doing Battle Royale modes and things like that. It's kind of took off a little bit. And I know all the big streamers hit on that for a short time, but they seem to just go around in circles. I mean, Fortnite is still probably the
Still
strongest.
out there. Yeah.
It's probably the strongest on any platform. But it depends on what type of games you're into. For me, I do prefer the more realism games. I'll be like Russo on this. Like he likes Tarkov. Like PUBG, the realism sort of shooters rather than the animated stuff. But the animated is quirky and fun, you see. But
I'm gonna guess Russo's answer for the best battle royale. Okay. And whatever he says he's lying, I think Russo's answer is Warzone. 100%.
oh, Warzone.
My list would have to be Apex for sure on top. Apex, man, they're doing their shit right. They're Apex is just doing it, man. They're good at what they do. It would be PUBG if it wasn't for the fact that I feel like their devs kind of fucked that game off after a while. Like they stopped caring, I almost feel like. So second would have to be, this is kind of wild, Fortnite. But then third, probably PUBG, man. PUBG when it first came to Xbox or console, when I was still on console, it was, man, I love that fucking game. But then instead of fixing bugs and invisible walls and fucking shit like that, they wanted to add maps and fucking schemes and other shit. It got out of hand really quick on what the devs were doing with that game, and I feel like they kind of ruined it in a way. But
Yeah.
Warzone is absolute fucking dog shit. Absolute dog shit. And you can't change my mind. That game is so fucking garbage that it's unreal.
You've spent weeks fixing your
God, man.
frames on that game so we can play.
For Rebirth. Not for Warzone.
Oh, that's still it's within the same game.
Oh no, Rebirth's different from Warzone. Rebirth isn't bad. Warzone is shit. That's a shit game, man. Is so. And if you're sitting here telling yourself that it's a good game, get over it, man. Get over your fucking self. There's so many other BRs out there that are so much better than fucking Warzone. Like, I want to go deeper into this, but my wife was in here a minute ago, and my grandma might be listening, so I'm not gonna go in deeper into it. But what I am gonna say is, if you're still riding that fucking Warzone wave, just fucking get over it, man. It's not that good of a BR. There's so much better shit out there than Warzone.
Yeah, like Fall Guys.
I'd go back to fucking.
You know what?
I'm H1Z1 before I'd play fucking Warzone.
H1Z1 was a good one, but same again. The developers didn't. It seemed like they just stopped caring.
Just drops off.
Yeah, and it's a shame. It's a shame because I really enjoyed that when it was at its peak. Even when it started to die, I still played it, and I had a lot of fun on that one. But I don't know. It's like they earn the money and leave.
Apex Battle Royale has my heart. Javier's right. Apex is God's gift to gaming. It for for BR, Apex is where it's at, man.
We've got another interesting question from Javier for all three of you guys again. What do you like to do besides gaming? Like, do you guys have other interests that help to wind down from a busy schedule?
Once again, my grandmother's watching, so I'm not going to mention anything, but
Strip clubs.
my grandmother's watching, so we're not going to go into that one. I'm going to sit this one out, boys. This is all y'all.
It's a certain website that we still like to attend to.
rhymes with corn tub.
Oh yeah, corn tub. Love me some corn tub.
Corn tub. It's just pictures of corn in tubs.
Yeah.
It's good to look at. I mean, it winds you down pretty well. I don't know.
Look at this corn tub.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I didn't have a hobby for a while, and I've tried almost everything growing up. Fishing.
Bungee jumping?
I haven't tried. I want to try bungee jumping. I want to try that, but
fuck that. My big ass ain't got no business on those fucking bungee jump cords.
Like I've tried quadding, fishing, dabbled in a little bit of shooting with my uncle. Just a lot of things over the years. Kickboxing. I used to do kickboxing and Thai boxing, but I lost interest. The only thing that I've been interested in ever since I've started it is content creation and, well, now streaming. I think I made my first video when I was like 14, and ever since then I've just been into it. But everything else that I do try, it just seems I lose interest, and I'm like, I just want to edit something or play something, So
yeah. No, for me, I'm well, not so much these days, but obviously doing outdoors activities, kayaking and fishing and things like that. I still dabble in them, but again, with family commitments and with a younger family, they can't really do that with me. So I'm sort of here at home, and obviously one of my other sort of things that I do is sort of content creation, but sort of digital creation and things like that. And that's what I love to do is to do that. And because I can't be outdoors like I used to be 5, 6, 7 years ago, I'm now more indoors. It's the hobbies have changed, and I just like doing this.
I think lockdown as well, the pandemic. I think that changed a lot of people's
That did change, yeah.
Hobbies. There were a lot of people that were outdoorsy, but when you're limited to just whatever's available in your house and stuff like that. And how long were we in lockdown? 1 to 2 years?
I mean, you guys were locked down for a good almost 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. So it just.
So what are you gonna do? Just stay at home.
Just stay at home and watch TV. Just watch reruns.
We used to, me and the family, me and my wife and my kids, used to do a lot of shooting, like gun wise, until COVID hit. And then, of course, just like any other fucking pandemic or anything that hits, it drove ammo prices through the fucking roof, man. So, fuck that. To go out and shoot, it cost you fucking $60 for a fucking box of ammo. Fuck, I'm not doing that. I'm not. And then you can't hardly find it. Fucking the guns we like to shoot, the ammo started flying off the fucking shelves, and you couldn't find the shit. So,
yeah. Is there any more tips for any new streamers? Anyone thinking about streaming? 'Cause I know Darky's recently started. He's doing. I think he's getting close to affiliate. Martin actually hit affiliate recently as well. But they're still fairly new to streaming.
I'd always say, which most people, especially when they're starting streaming, that they don't do. Watch your stream. Go back and re-watch your stream. Listen to how you sound. Listen to how the sound quality of your game and you are, and you'll be surprised actually how either terrible or good you are. Generally, it's normally on the latter. It's normally how terrible you are, and it's one thing people don't generally do. They go, "Oh yeah, actually that game sound is far too loud for my microphone and things." And it's just simple things like that, just to listen back, to watch how you play as well. It's why, especially new streamers in particular, not so much now, but what you used to found is it's one reason why like Dr. Disrespect wears glasses, but a lot of streamers wear glasses, so you don't see their concentration face. I have a when I stream games, I have a very serious concentration face. But when you wear glasses, it takes that concentration face away, but it gives you a different look, and it's a personal look. So always like look how you. It's hard to do when you're on certain games, but look how you look and how you react when you play games as well, and see slowly you can come out of that. I know it's taken a long time for me to play games and read chat at the same time. Is position your chat screen in a nice eye catching way rather than actually where I notice Dead Loss in chat and I'm
Yeah.
going to pick on him, but when Dead Loss reads his chat, his face goes off camera. And then he comes back to talk on chat. so it's like position your screens better.
Bastard called that man out.
Yeah, I'll call him out.
Mine. Go ahead, Major.
No, that's it. It's only because I know Dead Loss very well.
You say
everyone's going to check him out now. They're going to be like, I want to see this. Just type it in his chat.
The concentration phase thing. It's funny that you say that because mine, like I chew on my lip, my bottom lip, especially like Tarkov. When something's going on or something like that, or I'm trying to listen, I'll start fucking chewing on my bottom lip and shit like that. Like I'm trying to listen to shit. And I'm trying to focus on what's going on. I'm fucking over here chewing away on my lip.
I don't think I've got that issue. I'm not good at any games.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't get.
You do the Nick Mark's forehead.
Down here. I know. Yeah, true.
The fucking Nick Mark's forehead in COD.
You've got to lean forward, right?
COD.
If you don't lean forward when playing COD, you're just weird. Even if it's a slight lean, you've got to be in COD.
Not only do you have to be playing the game, you have to be in the game.
Yeah, right? you've got to put yourself in the game to succeed.
In the game. Yeah.
I mean, I rarely succeed, but I'm in there.
Lucid's out here smelling the fucking frames on his fucking monitor.
This PC was a lot of money. Of course I am. I'm going to get every little bit of thing out of it.
But I think that's a key thing. And it's something that I didn't do at first. And then I did with my music stuff, but not my gaming stuff. And it's only after a time I realized actually what I was doing. Like even your seating position, when you start getting into games, like exactly what you said, you start leaning in or you start slouching on your chair, and then you realize like people aren't seeing you properly. Like it's just simple things, but it's always good to watch your stream. And don't rewatch it from the beginning. You kind of want it to midway to end when you start to get either a little bit more relaxed or lazy. When you fresh to a stream, you see your posture and everything's all good. But as you start getting into it after a couple hours later, you start deteriorating a little bit and start getting a little bit lazy. So that's my advice.
I like this one too, the one that Javier just asked again. Do you guys think it's better to invest the money into your streaming equipment at the beginning of your streaming career or start small and upgrade and build as you go? Once again, I'm going to sit this one out because I went full fucking send with a dual PC setup and Go XLR and all this shit that I really didn't fucking need off the bat. But I will say, I feel like having a good quality stream is good at the start because nobody wants to sit there and listen to your fucking mic sound like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or fucking shit like that. That's all I can say. Like nobody wants to hear you throat in your fucking mic and whatnot. Or your quality of your stream being fucking 480 where they can't even see what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that.
Yeah. No, I've it depends on your finances end of the day. If you got the finances and you want to go the whole hog, do it.
Yeah.
Because if you start small and then 6 months down the line, another latest game comes out, and then you need the latest graphics cards to plug it or whatever else, or you're trying to stream a top end game with the top end quality as well as play at the same time. Generally, the same PC won't do that to its best performance. So it's down to your finances end of the day. If you want to crack on and do it, and if it doesn't work for you, at least you got a machine that you could potentially sell secondhand and keep on to continue gaming with. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like Russo, the whole hog at once. But I'm very, I do a lot of content creation and things on the side anyway, so I have that stuff in the first place for other reasons. It's not just purely for streaming. If it's just purely for streaming and you're thinking you just want to do it just for streaming, all I'd say is it's great, but if you want in return for that, ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. So it depends what you want to do.
I think you've got to. I think at the beginning, like you guys said, you go all in. I think at the beginning, you've got to know that you will stick to it. I think you mentioned that before. You've got to know that you will stick to it, so you're not wasting all that money, and you've got to know that you actually enjoy it before going ham and buying 3, 4, 5Ks worth of stuff.
Not me, full fucking sin. Fuck it. No.
Russo actually doesn't like streaming. He's just spent too much money to stop now.
Yeah. I hate this shit. What am I going to do with all of it, though, if I quit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw a question from Queen. Do you think people respond better to streams if you stream with a cam?
Oh, man, that's a hard one. That's a real hard one.
I think it depends. It depends how good you are at the game. If you're top tier, if you're like top 100, if you're a top 100 player at a specific game, people are going to watch for the gameplay. You don't even have to say anything sometimes, or say the bare minimum. They're just seeing how good you are at the game. But if you're if you're not good at video games like me, yes, you need a cam.
I feel like the emotion that people see is sometimes why because like, okay, and I say this all the time. If you watch my intro, you can hear Javier talk about it. There's good streamers, and then there's entertaining streamers, and sometimes you have that person that's in between that's good and entertaining, right?
Yeah.
If Dr. Disrespect didn't have a fucking camera, would you watch him? Probably not, because he's fucking entertaining.
Yeah,
that's why.
yeah.
That's
a lot of
why
people watch him for him.
They watch him for the mullet, the glasses, the mustache, the yelling, the yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why they watch Dark. Nobody watches Dark for his gameplay. Nobody, man. They watch Dark because the man is fucking hilarious. The guy is funny as shit on stream, and it's
his whole persona, man. Isn't it? It's his whole. I think he's doing it right. Like the visuals, his whole persona. He's actually decent at video games as well. So he is hit right.
He's an actual entertainer.
He's an
actual actor and entertainer.
Okay, and then at the same time, let's bring Shroud into this. If Shroud were to turn his fucking camera off,
people would still
watch it.
Yeah.
Because Shroud, it does not matter what game it is or how long Shroud's played it. Shroud is an amazing fucking player. The dude's been playing video games since he was like 6. His dad built PCs back then, and he would just put him up there and let him play games and shit. The dude's been playing video games forever. So he's really good at fucking games. He doesn't need the camera because, to be quite honest with you, Shroud's not entertaining. He's good at fucking games, though.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever watched a Shroud stream?
Yeah.
It's just this.
Yeah, it's just him.
It's just playing.
Inside of his face. Yeah, that's it.
That's all fucking Shroud stream is. Like, that's all it is. But he's fucking good. The dude is badass at games.
But that's it. If you're that's what we're saying. If you're good at the video game, then like I said, in some cases you don't even need a microphone. Yeah. People are just there to watch you kick ass.
Depends on the game as well. If you're playing something like a horror game, it's all about reaction as well. And people want to see your reaction on those jumps. But if you're playing COD, then to be honest, people aren't looking for the reaction. They're just looking for the amazing gameplay.
Yeah.
So, it varies, but it depends on who you are, what you are, and what games you play. But if you want to build a community, as in a personal community, cameras help because people can associate you, and go, oh, I can get get along with this person. If you just purely want to play that 1 or 2 games and build a community around those 1 or 2 games for the next 3 or 4 years, you don't need a camera. You only have to turn on League of Legends. The amount of streamers that are so big and they don't even have a webcam. Because people are just purely watching the gameplay.
Yeah. I see a question from Martin. So, as a person using a Xbox, and then a laptop connected to a monitor to view chat, what else would I need? So,
Nothing.
That's about it.
Yeah,
Not a fucking
Maybe-
thing.
I've been
Maybe
in
a
his
decent
streams.
mic.
His microphone sounds good. You know, his stream quality is good. So
That's the entry. You've got the entry points to just now. It is just down to the grind, and
yeah, you can
Yes.
upgrade as you go along. I mean, I think Major and Russo can agree. You get when streaming, you get these ideas in your head. I need this, I need that, I want to do this, I could add this, and you just slowly upgrade it. I mean, I think none of our setups were done overnight. I think it was at least a year of putting together and stuff like that. So there's no rush into like buying everything that you may want
very
or
much
need.
so. Yeah.
If you could go back to the time you decided to full send streaming, would you stream or not? I mean, I feel like yeah. At this point, like, if I chose to start streaming, then
I
that's
would
kind of hard because it's kind of like I told Lucid last night. Like, you go into streaming knowing if you go in with the right mindset, you know you're not going to grow overnight. Knowing what I know now, would I stream again for sure? Like, I don't.
I would have
I don't
streamed
know. That's a
earlier.
hard question to answer.
I
Yeah, I
would
mean,
have started streaming when I was like a teenager.
It's yeah, no, I definitely would continue streaming. The only thing obviously it was inevitable. Unfortunately I couldn't not do it. But when I renovated the house that I now live in, I had to take just over about a year and a half off. And it was down like just before COVID hit as well. And my stream was pretty good, pretty big, and then within that 1 year, 1 year and a half, how it just like literally hit me to rock bottom again, from averaging towards sort of the 50s, and now we're back down to sort of the mid 20s to 30s, within that sort of year and a bit. But it's taken a year to grow back again. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. But also my games have changed as well, so it's what it is. But to be honest, we have fun nevertheless. So.
I respect the grind because, like you said, you've had a couple of breaks, you've gone back into it, and it's obvious that you love it because you keep going back to it.
Oh yeah, no, very much so. And it's just trying to keep it fresh. That's it. That's the hard thing. Is what's next? What can we do next to keep it fresh?
Yeah.
But yeah.
what do you think? Lucid take Queens and then that's it?
Did you all see more growth once you started posting on different social medias? If you do post on different social medias, yes. The short answer is yes. I think nowadays there's so much competition. You haven't got a choice, but if you want to grow, you haven't got a choice but to be posting on other places. It doesn't even have to be videos and clips. You could just be posting, making connections on Twitter and stuff like that. I mean, clips do help because it gives people a little preview of your stream. But what do you guys think?
Go ahead, Major.
Yeah, with social media, obviously to use all outlets as you can is important, especially nowadays. The only downside is it's more and more time consuming, and every platform isn't just a one set feature anymore. I know there's loads of websites that say they can do it, and then you try to do it, and then they crash or say sorry, this format is not available, so you end up having to do it individually anyways. It is good. I have to say, I don't find myself getting mega growth off social media platforms. My biggest growth is encouraging people to jump on from streaming come onto Discord and that community on Discord, personal messages, chat within that sort of area. Social media works a little bit for that outreach, and obviously, I do find people come in and say, "Oh, I found you on such and such, or TikTok, or Instagram, or whatever."
Yeah.
But it isn't massive. Not for me. It depends on Lucid. Lucid has amazing clips where he points to the sky, so
Yeah.
everybody follows that.
It's the finger. It's the finger. They want to see
People
more
just
of the
follow
finger. Exactly.
But most of mine is all off my gameplay and things, which I'm competing again with millions of people who are doing that sort of thing. But I still want to promote myself in other areas. But the main thing is trying to just like, when you do get a new person in, I always send them a message. Hi, welcome in. How did you find me? Just to get some sort of idea and, just try and engage that interaction from there, really.
Yeah.
I feel like kind of going back on what Lucid said, if you're not promoting yourself in other social medias and other places, then you're automatically crippling yourself because you're just doing. If you're doing the bare minimum, you're gonna get bare minimum fucking results, right? And that's just with anything really. Like if you bare minimum everything, you half-ass everything, you're gonna get half-ass results. So where you're like, I'm feeling lazy today. I don't want to fucking post. There's fucking 2,800 other fucking people that are the same size you are posting and interacting and shit like that and getting that chance of having another viewer in stream where you're not because you were feeling fucking lazy that day. You know what I mean? Like you got to be posted. As for do I see growth? I'm kind of with Major on that. I haven't seen like fucking great growth. Like fucking, it's not been like my channel's just been flooded with fucking followers, but I have had people come over from Hover or TikTok and what's up, fucking seen a video, blah, 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 blah. Or like Hover's got a really cool feature where like they link your Twitch with your Hover account. So if they visit your Twitch, it tells you on Hover that they visited through Hover.
Yeah.
So, I've had plenty of people visit my Twitch off of fucking Hover and whatnot. So
even though we say to promote on other social media platforms and stuff like that, it's still hard to convert that person that follows you on those other platforms over to Twitch, because for TikTok, for example, they're watching a between 10 and 60 second clip, and that's what they like to watch. People like to scroll and let's see what's next. But when it comes to a stream that's like minimum 2 hours long, that's the difficult part. You're trying to persuade this person, instead of just watching my 60-second clip, come watch 2 hours of me. And I think even with my TikTok following, it's difficult, and I think it is slower. I don't think I've seen major. I'm not talking about you, Major. I'm talking about like a big. I don't think I've seen like a massive influx of growth like all at once. It's a grind. It's a grind, and if you really love it and you really want it to happen, I think you've just got to stick with it.
Yeah, it's like when people read your channel, you're just waiting for that one clip, that one moment where you just go viral, and then before you know it, you're there. Because it does happen. I mean, I mentioned some about that earlier, and it's just the unknown when that happens. But if you don't do it in the first place, it's never going to happen in the first place. So
you gotta catch in that, like Lucy said, you got that 60-second clip there, and in that 60 seconds, you have to catch somebody's attention enough to be like, man, I'm gonna go check them out. You know what I mean? And that's the fucking hard part of posting on socials and other sites.
And then when they get to your stream, you've got to
keep them.
You've got to keep them. Actually, what I wanted to add on to what Major said about watching your streams back. Look at your quality, but also look at your interactions with people. So if you get a raid or you get a new follower, see how you responded to that and see if you can improve upon that for next time. Because there's been time the other day, for example, there's been times where I got a follow and I go, oh, thank you, because there was so much going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where I'm like, I say thank you too much, and I'm like, thank you once again, thank you, you know, and that can be a little bit, oh Jesus, I only followed. So I think even me now, you've just gotta work on those interactions and stuff like that.
For sure.
I think is that all the questions, or
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything.
Big Boy asked, "Is Lucid a good streamer?"
Fuck no.
No, terrible.
no,
Fuck that Lucid guy.
absolute trash.
You
That's
should
why
definitely go follow Majorpar and King Russo 11 instead.
That's why we're all here, Big Boy. Martin did put, where do you see you guys yourself 2 years from now?
2 years.
Probably banned on fucking Twitch with how my fucking chat reacts.
Millionaire,
I would,
cash out from
yeah.
Twitch on a
It'd be
beach in
nice.
Miami, forgetting about all you guys, you know, sipping sipping drinks.
Lucid then took everybody's money and left.
I would love to for me, Martin, I would love to do this as a more of a semi, like almost like a part-time. Obviously, I'm in a full-time job, but I'd love to do this, but more to do more content on and off stream as well, as a more of like a part, almost like find yourself getting a part-time job and doing this part-time. But hey, we got to pay the bills, and the world's getting more and more expensive. So unfortunately, it's getting less and less these days.
Yeah, I think yeah, it depends on it. Same again. It depends on the person. It depends on the streamer. I think everyone does aim to be able to call it a full-time job, or at least a part-time sort of job. But yeah, I think I'm similar to Major. I don't think I'd be able to handle being big as some of the other guys. I'm not. That's just me personally. I think I just want to in the 2 years. I just want to keep growing the channel, keep growing the community, keep supporting everyone that comes in. You know, you've got to show that support back where you know when it's given to you also. So just keep growing and keep grinding.
Yeah, I mean, it's the hardest part, and it's the most difficult part to, especially when you're in a bit of a small click community as well. When you do start popping off a little bit and start growing, is you will lose people that you've consistently have in your chat, because basically you can't give them the time that they've been used to as well. And it's one thing that I really enjoy is actually seeing the same people, but when you start getting bigger figures, is you can't have the same interaction to that one person, because you have to share that interaction to all the people, or you start having to do it as a collective interaction rather than a personal interaction.
Yeah.
So it is difficult. It's difficult to carry that all the time.
For sure.
Did you give an answer, Russo? Or did you give a serious answer? I know.
He just said take everyone's money.
No, that was Lucid.
That was me.
That was Lucid.
What do you think, Russo? 2 years.
I don't know, man. I live fucking day by day, buddy. I don't look that far into the fucking future with anything, to be honest with you. If in 2 years we got fucking 40K deep, spamming fucking chats and doing copy pastas, then cool. But if 2 years we're still chilling at fucking 15 viewers, I'll still be here fucking chilling and streaming, man.
I ain't going anywhere.
This is what I like doing.
You guys are stuck with us. I think that's
trying to read chat at the same time.
Is there more questions?
I don't know. The chat's actually scrolled up a little bit.
Lucid has some interesting Minecraft rooms on
Yeah, he
display
does, yeah.
sometimes. Yep, I do. They find me.
$22 people. I was talking about my stream, Hank. not the podcast.
Yeah. KFC.
As for streaming burst, we're cashing this out, buddy. Me and Lucy are gonna be chilling both in Miami on the beach after all y'all gift
That's it. Yeah.
100 subs minimum.
100 minimum. 100
So,
minimum. Once we got
as soon
enough.
as we get affiliate, we're gonna need y'all to get on that. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually quite like Brad. I think I prefer KFC, but I think I prefer it because I don't really have it. It's like KFC's like very rare occasions.
Oh yeah, you
So I
live on
enjoy
that
it
small
more.
island. You've got to.
Yeah, we don't have.
Got to
we don't have
catch
a
the
KFC.
chicken, kill it.
Yeah. Not yet. Anyways, one's getting built actually, so
Oh, nice,
it'll,
nice.
it'll become more of a regular thing.
We got to go back to that. Javier's got to be with us, and then I guess we can give a little bit of money to Red. I guess.
What? Just leave Darker behind.
Yeah. I mean. See, now he's mad. Javier's mad now. Red, we'll give you enough money to buy some more bees, bro. It'd be good.
Oh, that's funny. Darky just bruh.
Darky's not gonna be old enough to take him any goddamn where. He can't be drinking on the beach.
Javier's muting his mic. He's
He's doing
currently
his little
muting my mic. Yeah, for you guys that don't know, when Javier gets mad, he mutes and unmutes his mic
I don't even know how
aggressively,
to do it with mine.
and you can just
Okay.
hear a pop, 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 pop. And the first time I experienced it was playing with Javier and Russo, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" It's like, "Nah, don't worry about it. He's mad. He'll be okay in a minute." I just heard pop, 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 pop.
Just pop a mic.
Yeah, he was just raging. What can smaller streamers do to improve views?
Kind of covered it really.
Yeah, we've kind of covered it.
There's loads you can do. The main thing is choose a game, play it for a while, and see how and watch replay what you're playing.
Yeah,
So-
watch your streams over, see what you can improve on.
And work out what times and schedules you can stream, and also create content off stream as well.
Yeah,
Hot tub and ASMR streams work real well.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that. Yeah, just go straight into hot tub streams.
Yeah,
You can lick microphones and fucking write gamer tags on your forehead. That'll probably help quite a bit.
that's what Russo's about to do after we finish this.
Goddamn right. Starting up the hot tub stream right now. It's out there warming up.
But if you are addicted to the game, you get 0 viewers on. Posting content, making clips, videos, posting on social medias. Find streamers that are the same size, if not a little bit bigger, sometimes a little bit smaller than you, that play the exact same game. Don't self-promote in their chats. Just meet them, interact with them, make friends. I promise you, if you invest enough time into them, they'll put it right back into you. You won't even need to tell them that you stream. They will find out.
For the most part, no matter what fucking game you play, there's always going to be an audience for it. There's always going to be a fan base. For the most part, okay? For the most part.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a fan base or an audience, and that, like Lucid said, that kind of goes back full swing. That if all you're doing is just on Twitch streaming, then yeah, I mean nobody's gonna find you because that's all you're doing. You got to really be posting content and putting the work in if you want people to come.
I know streamers that sit at a 10 average and they have never posted a single video as well, but they're in other chats making friends that way. So if you feel like you're not good at editing, or you haven't really got time to make clips, but you've got a bit of time to watch other streamers, while you're streaming or whatever, like I said, don't self promote because that can get you banned in a lot of chats. Just make friends. Spend like I said, spend some of your time on them, and eventually it will pay off. Yeah, that's how we met. Saw me pointing at the ceiling.
Yep.
And then
had me hooked.
Yeah, it was in chat, and then
He was playing his first horror game.
Was it Outlast?
I think it was Outlast.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was Outlast.
Jesus.
Your first ever stream, and then I couldn't sub at the time because you hadn't even reached.
Yeah, not even being I wasn't even affiliate yet.
Affiliate.
Wow, that was a long way away. That was a long time ago. Holy shit!
Don't forget to turn off the webcam once you finish too. Nobody wants Major After Dark. No, I'll pay for it. I'll be here.
I'm a VIP.
Take it all off slow, Major.
He's nobody wants that real.
Yeah, we had Rock playing some Among Us the other day.
Nice. Rock's always a bit sus.
It was good. It was really good.
I had a great experience playing Among Us with you guys.
Oh yeah, Major
Did you
joined.
get voted out like first fucking round, Major? I think I was watching for that.
Yeah, he was. It was like
I said I've got one game, and they killed me instantly. It's like, okay, bye.
Well, there it is.
You know
I'm
what?
out. See you later.
Do you know Snoop Russo? That's in the stream team.
Supremacy?
Yep. He did the same thing. He was like, "Oh, I'll play." I was like, "Oh, awesome! Join the Discord." First person to be killed instantly. I was like, "You motherfuckers! That's 2 people now. No one's gonna want to play."
I just wanna. I know we're talking about the stream team and whatnot, and it brought me back. I wanna bring up a story last night. So I've been bugging. I've been bugging Beast to come play fucking Tarkov with me.
Yeah.
I bring this man a fucking meta kit, right? Fucking nice plate carrier and helmet and good gun and shit like that. He comes into raid with us. Me and Epidemic and Juice end up getting fucking wiped. Fucking Beast kills the team that wiped us, hides all of our shit, grabs all of their shit, and fucking gets out of raid. First raid he's played this way. Which is fucking nuts in Tarkov because like you have no fucking stamina, no health. That dude is fucking nasty. It's just the Among Us thing reminded me of that.
First time he ever played Tarkov?
No, it's not his first playing Tarkov. It's his first time playing this wipe.
Oh right, I was like imagine he needs to stream that. I mean, if he's that good, he needs to get on that.
Fucking Beast is good a lot. They're just the fucking Among Us thing. That's what I was telling y'all the other day. If Beast is playing Among Us, I'm not fucking playing. I need no part of that guy fucking playing Among Us with me.
We need to play that more often. I think we need to combine communities one day and just have a really big messy game.
A lot of bad words.
I think that's it for questions. I haven't seen any others, unless you guys have seen them.
I don't got anything.
No, just see people saying thanks and whatever else, and it's not a problem. But all I'd say is sort of to finish it, for anybody who's looking to stream is, do you know what? As much as you've got our personal experience, everyone is unique. Just if you want to dabble at it, dabble at it. If you want to go the whole hog, go the whole hog, and just do what fits you. Is the best way. There's no set thing for anybody. There's only just like pointers that we can give from our own personal. Even Russo's a different streamer from me, and Lucy's a different streamer. We all create our own community. We all create our own audience. And you guys too. Anybody who's wanting to stream will create your own audience. And people will be naturally attracted to you, or people won't be attracted to you, and it's just the way it is. But all I'd say, you gotta be, unless you're absolutely a god player at something amazing, you're in it for the long haul. I'm not talking 3 or 4 months. You're looking years now, because the streaming is being so saturated over the past 24 months. If you came on earlier, you probably would have been okay, but unfortunately, everybody's just trying to get a piece of it.
I almost gave up first 3 months in. I'm glad I didn't, because we wouldn't be doing this podcast right now if I did. You've got to dig deep. You've got to be doing it for the right reasons for you. It's not up to anyone else to tell you what those reasons are. You've got to be doing it for the right reasons for you, and you can sit there and listen to 1,000 streamer tips a day unless you go for it and you have your personal experiences and make mistakes along the way. You never know if you're gonna enjoy it or if you're gonna make it big. You've just gotta take the leap.
Do it. What's that fucking what's his name?
Shia LaBeouf. Do it.
Yeah. Do it.
Make your
Just
dreams come true.
Do it.
I think I saw something about you guys going to start hosting tourneys, different games like Apex, Rocket League, all types of games. I'd love to do that in the future. It sounds like a lot of fucking hard work, but
we can Apex would be easy, man. If we got enough people.
Yeah.
Apex has made their shit so easy to fucking do for I lost what I was trying to say. Holy
for like
fuck,
private for like private tourneys and stuff like that.
But yeah. We could throw something together. Have Javier do the announcing for us.
You know what? He'd do good. He would do very good. Get Javier and Cove.
Oh fuck.
That back and forth.
God damn. I'd pay good money
The fuck you
to
say?
fucking list Javier and Cove in a private call together.
We should get some Call of Duty going and get Javier and Cove in and just not say a thing. Just let them take lead. See what happens.
Fuck.
But yeah, Gaffy, I'm not opposed to it. In the future, if that becomes available and that's an option, yeah, I can't see why not.
We got to go over to Javier's house and get him set up. You go over to Cove's and get him set up. We'll have announcers and everything for it.
That'd be sick. That would actually be sick.
Maybe if we could raise enough money, we could throw in a little prize pool or something. Maybe something.
Always helps.
We've just got to grow. So guys, follow the fucking stream and share it out to everyone you know.
100 gifted subs a month, man, and minimum, and y'all could we could have Apex
Exactly.
tournaments. That's all I'm saying.
Easy. It's that easy.
That's all I'm saying.
$5 for the champion squad. I think that's it. I think that's where we end it for today. Major, thank you so much for agreeing to come on. Really appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. That's been fun.
Been a good time, Major. Been a good time.
You're more than welcome to come back in the future if you want to.
I'll wait for the invite. You just invite me when, and
Sounds good, man. Because like we said, you've been streaming for quite a while now, so there might be some topics in the future we might need you on. You know, since you're a vet, you're a streaming vet.
No, not quite. Been around dabbling in this, that, the other, but even I haven't sussed the whole thing. It's just keep going, just do what you love doing, and that's the main thing.
They're saying love you guys, love you chat. Who shall we stream? Who shall we raid out to? While we were talking, I did look at talk shows and podcasts, but I don't see any like gaming / streaming ones. So it's a lot of like.
Let Major pick it, man. Let Major pick who we raid, man.
Yeah, pick a gamer, Major.
Did you? I know you hadn't seen him before, but do you know the partnered streamer that I mentioned earlier? He's actually on now playing Destiny 2 with
your favorite partner streamer.
Yeah, with only 80 viewers. So it'll kind of be like a.
We'll tip him to 100 if everyone stays.
It'll be a nice plug for partner channel. But normally I would recommend like a smaller streamer, but it's entirely.
Before we go over to that channel or any channel for that fucking matter, when we do these fucking raids, we don't have emotes yet. Once we get them though,
let Major.
But for right now, we need y'all to absolutely tear that fucking chat to pieces when we raid over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn that motherfucker.
Any emotes you see apart from sus emotes.
Yeah.
You don't want to,
Drop what you got.
What shall we type?
Oh, thanks, Gaffy.
Streamerverse raid, any sort of emotes. There's a I think this one that's available to everyone. use that one.
Hit those emotes. Let them know who sent you over. Just blow the roof off that fucking chat. Let them know. Let them know.
Well, since Major's in here, if you're subscribed to me, Major, or Russo, we have raid emotes as well. So put those in. Anything, whatever. All right, Major, do you want to type his name in chat?
I can, yeah.
Awesome.
Hopefully, he'll have all the sound alerts going off, and if you've got decent headsets, normally I haven't listened to him. He normally changes it, but he does like real good bass alerts, and it's like it gives you the vibes.
Yeah. Well, let's check him out. I know Russo dabbled in a little bit of Destiny.
Destiny's a fun game, man, but you gotta have time for it.
Yeah.
Destiny's a real fun game. Like I said, though, when y'all get there, fucking blow the roof off that place, man. Let them know we sent him over.
Let's do it, yeah.
And be good, chat.
Yeah, be
if
good.
If I see anybody in there acting up, I will fucking ban you. Be good. Don't be assholes.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm glad. Thank you for being here and learning a little bit more about Major. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the awesome questions. Do you guys want to say anything before we go?
No,
appreciate everybody hanging out. Love each and every one of y'all. Major, thank you, buddy.
No worries, guys. Have a great night.
See you later.
Wanna keep moving, yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's.